Hello, everybody. This is Dan Hill with Larson-Juhl. Hope everybody is doing well. This is the first video of a series that I will be doing on tips and tricks on how to use some of the self-service tools that we have created for our customers to help make things easier for you and quicker. Today's video is going to be specifically on how to do searches on our website, as well as how to check inventory statuses, how much product we have of particular items, and or how to price those items as well. So I'm going to go ahead and get right into it. But after watching this video, if there are any specific questions, you can always reach out to me, and I'll be more than happy to do a private Zoom meeting on any of these topics that I'm doing videos on. So first thing you want to do is go to shop.larsonjuhl.com. That is our customers portal into getting information on your account and ordering, etc. So you always want to go ahead and log in. If you don't know your login information, if you go ahead and hit the forgot password button, put your email address in. Now this is going to be the email address that you receive information from me or from marketing. That is the email address that is attached to your account. If you want to change that, you can once you're logged into your account and go through your settings. But go ahead and put that email address in and put your account number in, hit verify account and email, and then that will walk you through getting set up. But if you do have any issues after doing that, our customer service department is also capable of getting your password or temporary password and email so that you can go ahead and log in and set up your specifics. But so since I have my login, I'm going to go ahead and log in here. My website that I use does go ahead and save my username and password, so I don't have to type it each time. If you use Chrome, that is a feature of the Chrome Explorer that you could do that as well. That is not a feature of our particular website. So once you're logged in here, a lot of information on here, and in future videos, I'll go through each of these services as well. But again, today we're going to focus on, to start with, searching. So two different ways that you can search on our website. The first is going to be our search bar up here, and I'm going to get to that second, but I just wanted to point that out. That's pretty much if you know, for the most part, what you're looking for. If you have a SKU number, you can punch it in there. If you know you're looking for a 1/4 inch black molding but don't know the SKU number, we can go ahead and use that search. But we also have a feature to narrow down searches if you're want to use that as well. So if you watch my cursor as I go through this presentation, that's where it's pointing, is where I'm talking about. So we're going to go ahead and hit products. So I'm going to hit that little arrow there, and that's going to go ahead and bring down different options for me. So as you can see, we have it broken down with molding, our mat boards separately, glass and acrylic. Then we go over to our foam board, and then lastly we go into equipment and supplies. So everything other than molding, glass, acrylic, foam, or mat boards. So let's, for instance, say that we're looking for a molding that we don't know the account number of. We know it's, as you watch my cursor, we know it's wood molding. So I go ahead and scroll down here to wood molding. It's going to bring me more options. Do I want a regular frame? Do I want a float frame? Is it a fillet that I'm looking for? A liner, a shadow box, strainer bar, etc. Let's go ahead and say that I want a float frame. I'm going to click on the float frame, and it's going to go ahead and bring up everything that's tagged in our system classified as a float. And you'll see here that there's 97 products that do come up in this search. I could look through all 97 by scrolling down here, but if you do not want to do that, we also have a way to narrow down those searches. If you go to your left-hand side under filters, many different choices that you could use. You could use color. So let's say I know I'm looking for a brown float frame. Instead of having to call through customer service or look through a catalog, we again come to this site here for self-service, and I know it's brown, so I'm going to go click on brown. We only have 2 of them, so this would be the 2 brown float frames that we have. Okay. We can also say, all right, so let's pick black since there's more of those. So we'll bring up 17 products, but I want to narrow it down a little further. Let's go ahead and pick our width of our frame. I know I want an inch and a half, so I'm going to go ahead and pick this selection here. And it's going to bring us down to 9 different frames. And I know I want a deeper rabbit on that, so I'm going to go ahead and click here. And that'll bring me down to my 2 options. Now, once you've narrowed down the options, if you want to get a little more information on each of those frames, you can go ahead and click View Product. And that's going to bring up several different things. It's going to bring up a picture that you can increase in size to get a little bit different look at it. We also, for most of our moldings, now have a profile picture as well for you to get a little look at that. So once you're in there, if you look over here, since you're logged in, it's going to show you your pricing. It's going to always be defaulted to length or the per foot price. So if you're looking to price this job out, you can put the amount of feet that you want and then calculate the price. But let's say that I actually want a chop of this item. If you hit chop and then put in, just to say 10 by 10, calculate that price. It's going to go ahead and change it up here for you for your total price. It'll give you the per foot chop price as well as the total based on that size. Next thing is it in stock? How much do we have? Again, instead of having to call down to the warehouse or the customer service department, this is a quick, easy way to just log on. If you hover over the small I button, which is info, for where it says in stock, it's going to go ahead and give you the inventory status both in your local warehouse that makes your deliveries to you. So that's what's available in New York City at 37 feet. But say you need 100 feet or so for this particular project. We will also provide you with what is in the main branch in Chicago. That branch is who sends weekly transfers to the New York City branch. So we know that we can get that to you with a little bit of the 1 week delay if needed. And you'll see that they have over 5,000 feet of this particular molding in Chicago. So we will definitely be able to service your needs for that particular project. Okay. So, and we'll go more into this in other videos, but if this is what you want to order, you can go ahead and hit add to cart, and then that'll sit in there until you're ready to push your online order through. But we will get into that later. So let's go ahead and go back to the main site here. Again, we're back here. Again, if you go under products, if you were looking for a mat board, we'll go under mat boards. And you want to use our in-house Arctic line, and I know I want a 40 by 60, or a common question that we get a lot is oversized. So we'll just click on oversized here, and you'll see under mat boards in the Arctic line your options for larger moldings. Let's say that's not quite what I'm looking for. Let's just go ahead and back out and go to products again. Let's look at Bainbridge and what do they have in oversized. And again, this will bring up your options for that. Let's use to get you a little more options. Let's go back to products and go just to regular 32 by 40s. This will bring up all the 32 by 40s. And again, you can narrow it down here on the left-hand side by color. And let's say we only want, it'll give you, if there's other plies available, it'll give you 8-ply, 6-ply, it'll give you those options as well. So you can click on those features. Okay, so that's one way. Or again, we'll back out here again one more time to the main screen. And go under products, go under Arctic mats, go to 32 by 40. It'll also let you break it down between conservation, rag, fabric, A-ply, production. It'll give you the options. Okay. Same with glass. If you hover over glass, it'll go to conservation or non-conservation, and then when you click on that, it'll bring up all your options. And then again, over here, you can pick your size that you want. And then again, view that product for more information. And take a look here. Now this will show you that it only comes by box, even though that says each, that means it is by a box, and it shows 23 sheets or panes per box. And let's see, in stock, we have 68 boxes or cases of that in New York City, another 27 in Chicago. Okay. So let's go ahead and go back here. All right, so that's the first way to search if you're kind of browsing and not quite sure what you need or what you want. That's one way to do that. The second way is from our search bar right here, and this is, you can do this whether you know what you're looking for by SKU number or not, but let's go ahead and start with SKU number 679100. Just sticking in my brain today for some reason. And that's going to bring up our H4 line molding there. It's going to give, again, it's going to give you a picture of it. I'm going to give you a profile as well. If we go back to our pictures here, it'll just show you the different ones. Again, you can kind of zoom into that as well by clicking on the image. And I just bounce myself out. So let's just go back in real quick, 679100. I was looking that up. So, all right, so we have our molding here. Again, it's always going to come up as per foot, but let's say, again, I wanted, I'm going to say join this time just to show you one thing instead of a chop. Let's go to join. We're going to calculate that price. I will caution just one thing, at least temporarily right now, we are adding another feature to the join, but right now when you see your pricing, that will be just your chop price. The join fees, whether it's $5 or $8 or $15, is not added until you add this to your cart. So that's just one thing when you are looking up, if you're looking up for pricing, this price here temporarily will only show the per foot shop price and will not add the $5, $8, or $15 for the join fee. That is a feature that will be added shortly, and I will let you know once that is in action. So let's go ahead and check here. If we could scroll over to in stock, it's going to show us 27 feet in New York and 2,400 feet in Chicago, that particular molding. Okay. Now, if I, again, wanted to go ahead and order this, I would just go ahead and hit add that to cart. Again, a future video will show where it goes and how to work with that after you would do that. Okay. So let's go ahead and bounce back. Another way is, I know I'm looking for a 1/4 inch black molding. So I just type in 1/4 inch black, hit search. And again, this is going to bring up 119 matches. But as always, over here on the left-hand side, instead of scrolling down through all the different images, I can go ahead and start to narrow it down with the dimensions that I want. Each time you do that, the number of matches reduces, as you can see. Okay, just give it so. And we can also, let's just pick style. I want something contemporary. So again, it'll continue to narrow down your choices. I find the molding that I want. And let's go ahead and view that product. Again, we're going to have picture and profile pictures as well. Okay. In stock status is going to show us what we have at our local branch and Chicago as well. Going to give us our per foot price. And again, we can change that if needed to a chop or a join, a leg, a wedge, a box, etc. And then once we do that, again, we just hit calculate price, and it will show us what a box of that is. Okay. So anytime you need to go, you want to go back to the main screen, you can click on our logo right here, or you can just do another search right here from the search bar. So again, let's say I want glass, but I'm not sure what type. I can type in glass or acrylic or foam, and anything really that you're looking for. And now it's going to bring up all the glass, and I know I need 18 by 24. So I'll go ahead and click on that. And then it'll bring in the options, and we can hit view product. And again, in stock status, pricing, once you calculate the price, it'll allow you to add it to your cart. All right. So that is the basics of the search feature. Feel free to go ahead and play around with it to get comfortable with it. Nothing you can do to break it or hurt it. It is there, 24/7. Other than sometimes when we are doing updates, it may go down for an hour or so to push those updates out. But that's mostly done on Sunday evenings so that it is available for you mostly during Monday through Saturday without any issues. So thank you so much for watching the video. Any particular questions, please reach out and we'll set up a private session. And hopefully this will these videos will help you learn some of the self-service options that we have available. Thanks again.